We've got a good one on tap today. There's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Falcons going up against the Diablos.
So with that, let's get you down to Mexico City, where we say hola to our announcing team of Senor Godin and Senor Davis.
Gracias, Larry. And EA Sports coverage of the NFL is expanding across borders again as we are inside the world-renowned Azteca Stadium here in Mexico City. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Atlanta Falcons and the Mexico City Diablos. They come up in an offset eye. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now here's the first carry for Amir Abdullah. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3 yards to go on 2nd down. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
Yeah, he has certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Call it a gain of 3. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Brissett on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Brissett. He's going to air one out. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. And let's look defensively at the starters.
Deion Buchanan was drafted as a safety, but makes many of his plays as a linebacker in their scheme.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he trusted it into a double team, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go back to the air here after the INT. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Not my confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. A very solid gain of 27.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. play fake here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 4 yards on the pickup there. Now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make the play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Call it a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
And that is incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Now this offense ready to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Give him 27 yards that time. And that'll be good enough for the first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They come up in an offset eye. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On 3rd down, Brissett firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He loses 4, and it brings up 4. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And here now the offense heading back out there. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Being chased out left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Time to step aside. We'll come back here right after this. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. And the play clock's running down. Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
All right, here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. And now they're in the hurry-up.
All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
And the wideout in motion. Out of the gun now on third down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on fourth down here. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They come up short here on fourth down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And the D looking like they may blitz. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. A first down throw for Brissett. Now they go screen. It's complete. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on third down and 9. Here's Brissett. And able to find Conley. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. First down, Brissett. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. He dropped an 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And getting a look at the Wildcat here. And a cut to the sideline. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. And seconds of the first half, and the Falcons will extend their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now back out comes the offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando, he's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And look out! I think he's going to go! It's a big play there for Atlanta. 74 yards. So you got the lead here in the second half. Obviously, you love big runs like that at any time. Here, you really like it.
And how about the confidence that's being exhibited by that offense now? They don't care what you're lining up doing on the defensive side. They want the big fella to carry the football and carry it often.
First and goal, they'll look to smash it in. Maybe a quarterback sneak here. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They come up in an offset eye.
Let's go, Ohio! Here we go!
Offense working with a second and goal now from the 3. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out. Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this will be incomplete. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now this time he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And touchdown! Their dangerous wide receiver, an even 90 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. So from back deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked.
Flag round! Flag round! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flag round! Flag round! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
On 1st and 10, Brissett flushed out right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
2nd down following the incompletion.
Here we go! Ohio! Flag round!
A 2nd down throw for Brissett. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. Well, there was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third.
Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. He had one man to beat. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. Shipped together here from the D-line. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14. And it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Red zone opportunity. Defense showing blitz. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Back now in Mexico City as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Here we go now.
The slot man in motion right. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone. And that will force a turnover on downs. In not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. And this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we're going to have to go for the hot dogs.
From his end zone on 3rd, it's Brissett. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. J.J. Nelson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
We got trips over here. Hurry up, here we go. No, check. Patriot.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 11 yards for number 11.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll look to throw here. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package.
All right, here we go. Green,
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on third down. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go. 39.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
Here we go now.
But he motions the wide receiver. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And that's caught inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to throw again. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And there's the touchdown that they needed, so they'll celebrate. But the guys on the sidelines, they've got to stay focused. The onside kick team, they need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now they need to convert and get that onside kick. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 42 yards on the ground. And that run has to be so deflating for the defense. They needed the stop. That might put the icing on the cake.
Perfect word for it, because when an offense grinds a defense down and kind of takes the...
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They try the right side here. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Akeem Spence in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you, because it seems to be working pretty well.
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And now it's off to the airport for a date with Customs and a long flight north to the U.S. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say adios from Mexico City.